So how do you separate grumbling from raising our kids?
So I realized like what I was doing, especially certain times, like when we're tired or it's been a long week, like Fridays for me was the grumbliest day because we've been homeschooling all week. There's usually like books laying everywhere. And then on Thursday nights, I volunteered at a teen mom support group. So I'm gone that evening. I don't come in till like 9 o'clock and half the kids are in bed and then I fall into bed. And so by the time I wake up Friday morning, there's a mess usually from dinner the night before because I wasn't there, or the house is a mess. And I just remember just being overwhelmed and grumbling. And then everyone's like, oh no, mom's mad. Let's really jump and get the house clean, which I guess it gave me the result. The house was clean, but it's not, everyone ran to pick up their stuff, but it wasn't in a peaceful way. Like by the time we sat down to do our Bible study and do school, like no one was in a good mood. If there's something that's the same habit over and over and over that you find yourself in, instead of like letting yourself get in that grumbling, it's almost like worked down with the same thoughts, the same grumbles. She says, find a solution for it. And so she actually like had me write down things that we were struggling with. And then for each one, like write one simple solution. So the first thing that was on my list was the house is messy. I mean, there's 11 people in the house. The house is messy. And my first thing is like, I need to do a chore chart and a system that'll work. Cause we'd have like Monday's this, Tuesday's this. And by the time we get to Wednesday, everyone forgot what they're supposed to be doing. And so I spent like 20 minutes and actually like wrote down a rotating system with the 3 oldest and then with the 3 youngest of like, one does the kitchen, one does the bathroom, and one does the living room. And then what they have to do, like what it means to do those things, like, wipe down the counters, load the dishwasher, wipe out the sink, sweep. So they knew exactly what to do. And it said exactly what day they were going to do it. So they would rotate through those things. And then they would also rotate through dinner chores at night. So one would put the food away, one would load the dishwasher, and one would do the big dishes and wipe down the counters. It probably took me 20 minutes to organize that. The same paper that I laminated stuck on the wall by the pantry. We've been doing it it's been 3 years now.
Oh, wow.
It worked. It took me 2 minutes instead of me just like, who was supposed to do dishes or someone, whatever. We didn't have a system, and just finding a system. I haven't been having to grumble because I'm like, okay, it's Monday. I know exactly who's doing the dishes. And they're like, I know, I'm on it. I'm just going to finish this book up I'm reading and chapter I'm reading, and I'll be right there. So it's like we all know the system, we all have a plan, and it works so much better. And I think so many times we get stuck in that complaining where we don't take the time to figure out what will solve this, what can be a solution to this. And that really is it. Then it takes training. So it takes showing our kids how to do a good job, showing them how to follow through. And then they feel better about it because they don't have a mom who's on them all the time, grumbling and complaining. And that led to the next thing, was just praising them when they were even doing a quarter of it right. And then I realized the more I praised, the more they wanted to do a good job on their chores or whatever they were doing, instead of me, again, just grumbling about it.